Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a video kind of giving you a crash course on the Sorare competitions. It's for beginners of Sorare that aren't sure of the competitions, that not really sure. There's a long list of competitions, and you might want to know what's going on there. And kind of where's your best chance of winning cards, and where should you be entering the team for the players that you have. So we're just going to dive straight in here. To go into your competitions, you have to go to the lobby and you have to click in here, competitions. So also you have the tab for my lineups. So you can see here I've entered all my lineups. Show more teams. So I have 11 lineups in here. All right, but to explain the competitions, we'll go back out. So we have the All-Star competition where there's no restrictions on the cards that you can enter in here. So whenever you click into a tournament competition, you can click into the details. In here, it'll tell you what you need to enter, or if there's any restrictions on what you are entering, it's going to flag them up here now, and you can learn that way. Also, it'll tell you the information on the captain increase. So for most of the competitions, there's a 20% increase in your captain choice. For some of them, there's a 50% increase. So just keep an eye on that, because a 50% increase on a player who scores 100, it's obviously going to go up to 150, which is a massive jump. Uh, yeah, this one here literally just says competition rules. Construct your team with players from leagues across the world. Five limited cards, more or less says any five limited cards at all. Any, it doesn't matter what their last 15 average is, anything at all can fit in here. So All Star is an easy one. If you go down then to cap 220, sorry, cap 220, 240, and 270 all work off the same principle. There is a cap. The 220, 240, and 270 is the cap. The cap is based on their last 15 score average. So if you go on the cap 240 and you go into the details of that tournament, it is going to tell you the sum of players' average score in their last 15 games must remain below 240 points, which is grand. You know what? I'm going to go in here to my cap 240 team, which I've already made. I had Cantero, Core, Gedson, Zaha, and Rashford in there, so I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to go back out here now to create this, just to show you how to make this and what you need to look out for. So you're going to click your goalkeeper and one's going to pop up. So Cantero is popping up. I would usually have other goalkeepers popping up here, but as you've seen already, I have entered them into other teams, so I don't have any available goalkeepers. But what you need to know is this score up here, 49, which is showing, is the average score of the last 15 games, and that's what you need to look at. You'll notice up here it shows 240 out of 240 points left, because this is the cap 240 competition. Once I enter him, it will deduct his 49 points out of the 240, leaving me with 191 of a budget left for my remaining four players. I'm going to put Core in, so it goes down to 143. I'm going to put in Gedson Fernandez. I'm going to put in Zaha, and I'm going to put in Rashford. So that's my team. Now I have to pick the captain. So I'm going to click the C here for Gedson Fernandez. I fancy him. Besiktas have a nice fixture this game week against I can't even pronounce that team in Turkey, but yeah, they have a nice team. So I'm gonna confirm that team, and that's the team picked. So cap 220, 240, and 270 all work on the same principle. The 220, 240, and 270, that's your cap for the last 15 averages. You have Challenger Europe and Champion Europe, which are like the opposites of each other. Champion Europe is for La Liga, Premier League, the Italian Serie A, Bundesliga in Germany, and you also get the French League One. So only players from the top five leagues can go into Champion Europe. So it's going to be a fairly expensive team to fill out, because players in them leagues tend to be more popular. And if you're a more popular player, you tend to be more expensive and so rare. Bouncing over to Challenger Europe, details of this are a wee bit more intricate. So all them leagues I mentioned to you before about Champion Europe are not in this one. This is like the other leagues in Europe that don't have as much fame. but they're not second division leagues. They're still the top leagues in their country as such. Like Primera Liga is like the top league in Portugal. Super League, that's Turkey. Eredivisie is Holland. Austrian Bundesliga is obviously Austria. So you can see what I'm talking about here. It's all them other leagues that aren't the top five leagues in Europe, and you can play any player from them. There's no caps in any of these. The caps are only counted in the cap 220, 240, 270 leagues. So we'll bounce back out of there. Is there anything else you need to know on here? Yeah, so if you're only starting off so rare, you haven't put in any money yet, and you're trying to make a bit, then you will be able to enter these leagues. These are the amateur leagues. These leagues work in a completely different fashion where you draft players for free. I'll do it here now to show you. So I'm in Bundesliga Amateur. I'm clicking in here. I have already selected cards that I can get rid of and take ones in. So I have Jonas Wind picked. I will pick him to get rid of, and I will go in here and get rid of Jonas Wind, and I will take Harry Kane instead. And then done. That's it. I have Harry Kane now in that. You can only enter these five leagues if you have less than 10 gold cards. So as you can see, there's no register button like this one. There's no register button along here for me to register. I can't because I have more than 10 cards. But if you're only starting off, you can register these teams. It is highly unlikely that you will win a prize in this because, as you can see, say the Premier League Amateur, there's nearly 40,000 people that have entered that, and there's only 300 rewards. So you can work out the probability of winning a prize there is like, what is that, like 0.5 or 0.2%, or it's something ridiculous anyway. That I would not be playing so rare and wasting my time trying to win these solely. If you want to take so rare seriously, you need to put money in and buy. You need to buy gold cards if you want to try and make some money, because it is going to take a lifetime. Another option though is if if you do want to put in a wee bit of money but not too much, and you want to play the game, you want to buy a gold card. These, so Bundesliga, French League, La Liga, Premier League, and Serie A all have a kickoff version. So this is amateur version, but if I scroll down here, there's the Bundesliga version. As you can see, for me, it's locked yet again. For kickoff version, you need to own less than 10 gold cards. But if you own less than 10 gold cards, you can enter Bundesliga kickoff. What you need to do is you need to buy one gold card from Bundesliga kickoff. You would enter that card into this competition, and you can use the four common free cards that you have drafted up here for completely for free. So you're making a team of four silver cards and the one gold card that you bought. And if you look down here, look, your odds are automatically so much more in your favor. There's only 5,000 people in here, and you can win 200 cards. Whereas if you play Bundesliga Amateur, there's 37,000 people with 150 cards. So it's a good way to kind of springboard. I do play these sometimes. Well, I help a friend of mine play these sometimes. He has a different account, obviously, with like only 9 gold cards, and he plays these, and I give him advice on it, and he does really well, and he actually wins whenever you do this for all five of these leagues, because there's a Bundesliga kickoff, there's a French league kickoff, La Liga kickoff, Premier League kickoff, Serie A kickoff. So you can enter, if you buy 5 gold cards, you can enter them five leagues, and you can draft for every 5-man team. You can draft four of them for free and just buy one card, and your odds of winning a bloody card are so much more enhanced, because a lot of people just take part in these silly free competitions where you're like, it's so unlikely you're going to win anything, and if you do win anything, it's probably not going to be great. But yeah, that's kind of a. I'm only explaining the gold competitions here for now, because this is only a crash course for beginners. But as you progress through and you scroll down the list, you'll see how the tournaments start to turn red. These are for rare cards. These are big money. The prizes are a lot bigger. More you scroll down, they turn blue. These are super rare cards. prizes get even more ridiculous. And as you turn black, these are the unique cards where these prizes are like, right, I don't think I'll ever reach this here standard. But look, focus on the gold, listen to what I told you, and look, I hope it helped. Hope the video helps you. And yeah, thanks for listening and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.